This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Biological diversity, also known as biodiversity, is the variety and variability among living organisms and the ecological complexes in which they occur. This diversity is evidenced by differences in the morphology of living organisms, which make them suitable for adaptation to various ecosystems. The following paragraphs discuss the importance of biodiversity on our planet and some of the different aspects of biodiversity. Importance of biodiversity. As mentioned above, biodiversity is important because ecosystems that support life on Earth have various characteristics that make them only suitable for specific species. Each organism has a specific role to play in an ecosystem. The human species derives multiple benefits from a diverse biological ecosystem, and we cannot imagine how life would be sustained without biodiversity. Natural products from plants and animals are used by human beings to provide food and medicine extracts such as penicillin, fertilizers, and pesticides. Plants and trees use carbon dioxide, giving out oxygen, which is used by human beings. Diversity in plants and animals forms the basis for scientific inquiry into different realms such as evolutionary science, anatomy, and ecology. Last but not least, biodiversity is beautiful. Many recreational facilities benefit from biodiversity. Hence, biodiversity is often the subject of aesthetic interest. Loss of biodiversity will have a disastrous effect on the human species. Food security will be compromised if species become extinct. This will lead to malnutrition and, eventually, death. Trees are a cheap energy source for many poor communities in developing countries around the world. The loss of trees will make such communities vulnerable to disease and malnutrition due to the lack of heat to cook food and boil water. Continued deforestation and destruction of water bodies will decrease the amount of clean water that is needed to support life. Oxygen levels will decrease drastically, leading to increased levels of carbon dioxide gas, which will cause severe breathing conditions and, eventually, death. Aspects of biodiversity. Aspects of biodiversity fall under three major categories, namely genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecological diversity. Genetic diversity is a term used to refer to the dissimilitude of organisms of the same species. Species diversity is used to refer to the dissimilitude of organisms in a given region. Species diversity presents the richness of a variety of species in a single region. Ecological diversity is a variety of biological communities or ecosystems in a given area. For example, there are varieties of biological communities that interact with one another and with their physical and chemical environments. All the aspects of biodiversity promote better species that are more resilient to diseases. Genetic biodiversity reduces relatedness within the same species in a given region, such as colonies, ensuring the long-term survival of species. Species diversity ensures better utilization of available resources in an ecosystem, thus maintaining a balanced ecosystem. Ecological diversity ensures better coordination of species in their physical and environmental locations. Thus, most species have been successfully conserved by biological diversity. Conclusion. As discussed above, biodiversity is essential. It is particularly important in the sustenance of species. Species are preserved by their interrelation. Evidence of man's dependence on biodiversity is everywhere, but the most useful benefit of biodiversity is the provision of oxygen and clean water, which enables all organisms to thrive on Earth, without which there could be no life. Did you like this aspects, importance and issues of biodiversity sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs, without even having to register.